tonight, my friends. Come on, Zach.
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Now, here's Fox.
Come to me, come to me.
Come on, NB.
So you can do against these guys.
Y'all ain't good.
Thanks, Coach.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oladipo against Davis. Tries again. Shot's good by Dedmon.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
Oladipo against Davis. And the pass to Herter. Wide open look here for Murray. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Feeds to Tolliver. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass. And this team, Greg, drafting MP. I hope he can grow into the leader here. It might take some time, but he should, I think, find his way.
And those intangibles were a big reason to draft MP. We'll keep an eye on him as he develops and steps into a leadership role for the team.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Herter. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Heat leading by 5.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made. Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now.
Timeout. Start it. Let him come to you. Don't force it if it ain't fair.
There's the steal. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Davis after the Heat pick up 2. There's a good screen. Herter, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Dedmon a screen. Tolliver the pass to Dedmon. From down in the low post, it goes.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Sacramento. 11-point game. Pass to Davis. Murray a screen on Oladipo. Here's Davis. No good off the back of the rim. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Tolliver with the bucket. Tolliver's got 6 points.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the...
Quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
It's all about the fire they're playing with early on. Crashing the boards, and the result, second chance points.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Adebayo is the big man with Butler slotting in at the 4. Hero out there with Jay, and it's Strus in at the small forward position. Now, here's Strus, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox, and he gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Murray, good.
And so aggressive on the offensive glass. Murray using that size well. Well, what a summer for Keegan Murray. The 4th overall pick in Preston Summer League. Looks to be just the type of player the Kings needed.
Now, here's Strus. And there's the whistle. 3 seconds. Oh, he's checked in.
The lead! Don't get overconfident!
Watch outside.
56 seconds left in the first half. Mitchell passes to Holmes. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Holmes got his first points of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Mitchell outside. Kicks it to Davis. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Mitchell looking it over. 4 seconds left. That shot misses.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And so it's Miami, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and...
Hi, everybody. It'll be interesting to see how the standings shake out as we move forward.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
How can a team be half a game back? It doesn't make mathological sense.
Now, looking at the first half of play in our feet, that is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Bam Adebayo in this. Going with the whole new group on the floor. Now a timeout called by Miami. Miami controlling the game. We've got Murray. Mitchell is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Richaun Holmes, and it's Davis in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Here is Tolliver, covered by Mitchell. Strus finds Dedmon. Here is Tolliver. And the rejection by Holmes. Davis, the pass to Mitchell. Passes it to Murray. Over Dedmon. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Jimmy Butler has been on display. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Heat, we've got Yurtseven. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jay, and it's Strus in at the shooting guard position. The Heat shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. They get it again. Here's Tolliver. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Kings shooting around 41% on the night. Mitchell wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Strus's shot is good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Again, Mitchell missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Good on the bucket. 12 points for James.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Dedmon dishes to Tolliver. Pass to Strus. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Miami with the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Mitchell outside. The pass to Herter. And every year it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. Steve, it's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
You gotta be kidding
They
me.
just won't miss. I mean, this is in.
Can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Sacramento. And Miami also making a switch. Vincent's checked in. Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Here is Tolliver. Guarded by Fox. Dedmon passes to Vincent. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Snatched up. And Holmes throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Tolliver the pass to Vincent. And the layup is good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Herter. Back to Fox. From the corner. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Here is Tolliver. To the paint. He's looking for Dedmon and finds him. Holmes with the steal. Fox with it. Passes it to Holmes. Knocked loose. Now the Heat with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Tolliver kicks to Robinson. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Tolliver, no luck. The King shooting in this 4th quarter pretty dire at 27%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Tolliver, Dedmon trying to break free. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Three-pointer, Fox. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Here's Tolliver, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer.